Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make Uganda knuckles out of modeling clay. A lot of you guys had asked me on my Instagram what's the difference between modeling clay and polymer clay. The major difference is that polymer clay, once you bake it or put it in the oven, it hardens. As opposed to modeling clay, you cannot do that with it. If you put modeling clay into the oven, it'll melt. It'll look like a whole puddle of whatever it is that you put in there. um, I tried it for you guys and I recorded it. Unfortunately, I lost that footage. I don't know what happened to it. I must have just deleted it by accident. But I did have footage of the Uganda knuckles at the end after I put it in the oven to show you guys what happens to it when you put it in the oven. It basically turns into a puddle of whatever color clay, the array of clay colors that you put into it. That's basically what it looks like. The Uganda, this particular creation that I made, it completely melted, and all you could see is his little eyeballs and his face, and the rest of it was just a puddle of clay. That's all. So that's the major difference between modeling clay and polymer clay. As far as the texture goes, the texture is basically the same. There's the texture difference. There's no texture difference. It's but it is. It depends what kind of brand do you get. The higher end, it's a lot harder. It'll tell you in a little package whether it's hard clay or soft clay. The higher end is usually harder clay, which works a lot better. It's easier to work with. It doesn't stick to your fingers like modeling clay does. Like for instance, this clay right here, it's stuck to my fingers so much. Every color that I touched, it completely stuck to my fingers. As you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I kept wiping my fingers after I touched the clay. But I still have red on my fingers from touching the clay. Modeling clay, the color will automatically stick to your fingers. That's just the way it is because of the texture. It's a lot softer than high-end modeling clay. I say that because there is some low-end modeling clays. For instance, the clay, the chain chomp that I made. If you guys haven't watched that video, I made a chain chomp out of modeling clay, which with the lower end modeling clay, which I bought at Target. It was $10 for, I think it was 8 colors. I'm gonna say 8 colors, and it was like 12 bucks, somewhere around there, for 8 colors, which was a pretty good deal. But the texture is really soft. It's just the same texture as modeling clay. You could do exactly the same thing. The polymer clay that I bought at Target sticks to your fingers as well. It completely leaves stains on your fingers. You have to keep wiping your finger every time you touch a different color. You gotta wipe your fingers. As far as the high-end polymer clays, like Sculpting, Fimo, there's another polymer clay that's really high-end, and it works really good. That one, there's 3 high-end that I know of, at least, that are really expensive. Each little package, guys, they're tiny little packages, super small package, like 2 ounces of package polymer clay. Each one of those is $3. So there is some characters I'm making for future videos. You have to choose the colors that you're going to use automatically. You have to know, you have to have pre-manifested what you want to make, right? You have to know exactly what you want to make. So you have to have an idea of what colors you're going to choose, how much you're going to need, because if you buy the high-end polymer clay, you're going to waste a whole lot of money. I wasted $44 at Michael's buying the polymer clay, the high-end polymer clay, and I'm only creating 3 characters. Those characters are going to be in future videos. You guys are going to watch those characters. If you subscribe, of course, and hit your bell notifications, you guys will get notified as soon as I make those videos. So don't forget to do that. If you haven't done so, do that now. You guys can see those videos. I don't want to give away the characters, but this is my favorite anime cartoon. And I'm making 3 characters. I want to make 4 characters, but I'm not sure about the 4th one. I might make it. It's still up in the air. I haven't chosen whether I'm gonna make it or not. I might do it. I don't know. More than likely I'll do it. But if you guys want to know which ones they are, subscribe and hit your bell for notifications, because I'm not going to give out anything, any of the characters right now, because I want to keep it a secret, because I want you guys to find out which ones they are when the video comes up. Anyways, on that video I'm going to use a high-end clay, because the characters I'm building are some of my favorite characters of all time, and it is an anime, so I'm giving you guys a little hint of what it is. It is 3 characters, like I said, 3 characters for sure I'm going to make. The other 4th one, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to make that character or a different character. But there is 4 characters out of this cartoon series that I'm going to make. Anyways, back into what I was talking about. So as you guys could tell, modeling clay, you guys could use it exactly the same as the cheap brand sculpting, not sculpting clay, I'm sorry, polymer clay. It works exactly the same. It feels exactly the same, guys. It's the same texture, the same softness to it, as opposed to using a high-end polymer clay. If you guys know what you're doing, if this is what you really want to do, and you guys have the money to do it, then I suggest you guys go with a high-end polymer clay and create whatever you want. But that's only if you guys want to keep whatever it is that you sculpt, right? If you guys don't want to keep it, if you guys are just doing it for the fun of it, do not waste your money. You just get yourself some modeling clay, because modeling clay is a lot cheaper. I got this modeling clay package, which had I don't know, like 20 something, 22 pieces of clay, different color clay. Really cheap, for like $3 I think it was at Michael's. Really cheap. So if you guys just want to create little characters or whatever, just go with modeling clay. If you want to keep what it is that you're molding, go with polymer clay, because you can keep that for a long time. Like I said, you put it in the oven, it hardens, and you can keep it for yourself for however long you want to keep it. Some people use liquid, I guess liquid latex, kind of, to keep it for a longer time, to keep it from like losing its color or whatnot. That's only if you want to. If you want to do that, you guys could go with that route. But the polymer clay itself should last you a while. You don't need to put anything else to it. But if you guys want it to last a little bit longer, yeah, you guys could go with the liquid latex. You just brush it on with the brush. It's transparent, of course, so you can see all the colors. It's just very shiny. So you guys could go ahead and do that if you want. So yeah, so on this Uganda Knuckles, I decided to do this one because I thought it was going to be pretty easy, which it was. It was pretty easy to do. But I didn't have any reference to go by, because at the time I was making this, my phone was completely dead. I didn't have any reference to go by. I couldn't print anything else. I ran out of ink. There was no ink in my toner, and there was no toner or ink in my printer, so I couldn't print anything out. And I didn't have any phones, so I just went with whatever it is that I remembered in my head that Uganda Knuckles looked like. So that's what I went with. But you guys should have a reference. Like if you guys want to draw something out, you guys want it to look exactly the same, or sculpt something else and you want it to look exactly the same, make sure you have a reference. Make sure you have a picture of whatever it is that you want. Even a quick little photograph, just as long as you know what it looks like. and it's in front of you, and you guys can sculpt it out. The more references, the better it is, because you could look through every angle, to the top, the bottom, side, whatever it is. Especially if what you're making is 3D, then yeah, it's a lot better for you to get something that shows you all dimensions of it. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't have anything to do with it. I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys and explain to you guys the difference between modeling clay and polymer clay, because I know a lot of you guys were asking, hey, what's the difference? Why are you using polymer clay and not molding clay? And some of you even asked me, why did my clay melt in the oven? And the reason is because you're using modeling clay and not polymer clay. Like I said, if you guys want to try it out, and you guys are just starting, you guys are newbies to it, or noobs, just pick up the cheap one at Target for like 10, I think it was 10 or 11 bucks, somewhere like 10 or 12 bucks with taxes, of course, but yeah, it works exactly the same. If you're used to modeling clay, it's even better, because you guys are already used to the modeling clay, and you can just upgrade to the polymer clay. It feels exactly the same, like I said. The shape's exactly the same as modeling clay. It's just that you could bake it and it hardens. Only difference. That's the only difference. Like I said, if you guys want to go higher end, there's higher end brands out there, and they work a lot better. It's a lot easier to mold. It's a lot easier to shape. It doesn't stick to your fingers. You don't have to be wiping your fingers every time you change the color, which is a pain in the butt. From experience, it's a pain in the butt. It just keeps wiping into your fingers, and then, like say you're working with a black color or red color, or white color, whatever color you're using, it just sticks to your fingers, and if you don't wipe your fingers and you start touching a different color, you'll see that smudge of that new color into your old color. It'll keep smudging like that. You have to keep wiping your fingers. With the high-end modeling polymer clay, you don't have to wipe your fingers as much. You still have to wipe your fingers, but not as much. You don't have to be worried about wiping your fingers, except with red and white. I had to point that out to you guys, that red and white, for some strange reason, stick to your fingers no matter what. No matter what. Even with the high-end polymer clay that I use, it's red and white. Stick to your fingers no matter what. So make sure you guys have a wipe or something to clean your fingers with. I usually use like baby wipes. It works perfectly fine. I have a set of baby wipes on the side, and every time I use a different color, I have to wipe my fingers, and that's it. I just go ahead and start going with the other color. Works out pretty fine. So anyways, so yeah guys, like I said, you can't put modeling clay into the oven. Polymer clay you can keep your creations a lot longer. Modeling clay you cannot. It will melt after a while, or the colors will start blending into each other and whatnot. So if you guys are doing it for fun, do it for fun. And use modeling clay. If you guys want to keep your creations, polymer clay. Anyways guys, I'm not going to do an outro, so this is my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're still watching it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe guys for more content. Thanks. Peace.